Hi everyone, we are here at KubeCon EU. With me we have Puja, who is from Janswarm. Do you mind giving a quick introduction?
Sure. And Puja, I've been with Giant Swarm since very early days of Kubernetes, 10 years now. And I work on platform engineering products and upstream also I work on the lab force.
Perfect. So, do you mind giving us a quick overview of what you feel has changed over the past 6 years or 6 months, sorry, for platform engineering? Like, what are the trends you're seeing here at KubeCon EU 2025?
I think on the one side you see more maturing of the ecosystem and it's less hyped, right? It's like, first sort of like, everyone is platform engineering. And it's also it's not just a portal anymore. Right? Like first it was, I ate a portal, and now it's like, okay, you kind of know what is platform engineering, what enable developers, right? And now we're going to like the next steps of like, so what kind of platforms do I actually need to build? It's like, is platform engineering the same between like dev developers and data scientists and I don't know, someone who's like in manufacturing? It should not be, right?
Yes, absolutely. And would love to know about your thoughts about AI, right? So of course we are seeing that we are seeing a lot of use cases of generative AI in multiple aspects, whether it's observability. So like literally at this KubeCon itself, I've seen at least 10 different companies is doing root cause analysis, automation in observability with logs and traces. But what are your views about the role of AI in platform engineering?
Yeah. I think that's where platform engineering can actually shine.
Yeah.
Right? Because as platform engineering, we want to enable and we want to abstract away like the shitty parts of infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
And data scientists, they're not used to doing like YAML and constrainers and all these things. So you need much more of a platform to enable them, right?
Yeah.
And currently is also like, there's no consensus. There's so many tools you can use. There's no real packaging formats right now. There's no kind of like standards and everyone is just playing around. Everyone has money and playing around. But we will see the same thing that we saw with containers and normal platforms, that we need standardization, more enablement, more governance.
Yeah.
Right? Like suddenly you will need multi-tenancy and filter management. You will need to manage like the pricing of the models that you have behind, or if you're using external APIs. I think some people in this market, they're already there.
Yeah.
Like a Bloomberg or these guys, they're like a few steps ahead.
Yeah.
They might have those things, or might have built them themselves.
Yeah.
But for the rest, we need more of the source to like and explain like what should be the new standard, how to do LLMs, how to do Gen AI on Kubernetes.
Yeah. And I think like you brought up a very good point about standardization, because I think we were having that discussion. So one of the projects that got recently incubated under the sandbox, the CMCA sandbox, is KidOps. So the idea here is that, as you very rightly mentioned, that when it comes to AI workloads, there is no standardization. If you package together a application on Docker Hub, it's great. But what about AI? Because there are so many moving parts within AI. So KidOps probably does that. It's not like the perfect solution, but it is getting right there where you're able to package together multiple parts of a moving system, because in a machine learning project there are multiple things, right? The data sets, the model weights, the actual model code itself, and it provides you a OCI compliant format to be able to package together different parts of a machine learning system and still be able to use the standard set of DevOps tools. Whether you are trying to deploy a machine learning system on Kubernetes, or you're trying to now package a system and still use your containers or containerized format, you can still do that with the help of with KidOps. And the great thing is that also brings in what you very rightly said, that there's not a lot of things happening right now with model security or compliance. And it comes to, okay, like if I have an LLM and I'm just randomly downloading it from Hugging Face on some private resto, you never know. Someone might have tampered it, right? So having proper model scanning tools that can do that for you, and then applying the platform engineering approach or the principles of platform engineering to make LLM deployments more secure for either on-prem or on Kubernetes. I think that's the next step that we're getting to.
It's right, that will jump very much like the thing.
Absolutely. But thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you.
I think I'm particularly excited about platform engineering and the work that you're doing in Sandstorm as well. You want to probably talk about what you're doing with AI specifically?
AI specifically, we're currently looking into a few different problems that people have with AI, and one of them is interesting, and I hadn't seen many people talk about it. Is oftentimes you buy a few GPUs,
Yep.
right? And then you have some and you can't get more, or you have to wait quite a long time to get more.
Yeah.
But you might have, you don't want to like have one in like reserve because like they're very expensive. And if that one falls out, you suddenly can't cover your production levels.
Yep.
So what you're looking at currently, and they've been doing the first POCs, is scaling out into the cloud and then back. Kind of like being able to cover everything on-prem, or then being able also to say, okay, some models on some things that I'm running, I can scale into the cloud. They're not like GDPR, they don't have any privacy laws attached to them, or they have a label on them. In those I can, for the time being, until like the maintenance of my node is done, for example, or someone went there and looked what is wrong with the GPU.
Yep.
There I can scale for a few hours into some cloud and then back. This is one of the problems that we see. The other one that we're looking at is if you have in your company a lot of end users that are using LLMs. Oftentimes they use, I don't know, their own credit card to use like the I don't know, OpenAI or something else, or DeepSeek, and you need more control over it. Yeah, right? So having a gateway in between and you from the AI gateway there to just say, okay, all my end users are just using this one gateway, I can control where they get it, right? Yeah, I can control quotas, I can do billing, I can do security, because maybe some things I don't want to send to OpenAI in the US, some things I don't want to send to DeepSeek in China, something. And I can measure that also, because I need observability. I can see, okay, how the baseline, or I don't know how many tokens per second, maybe I can cover that with an internal LLM and get my pricing out. So these are like the common problems which we're currently trying to attack with the platform.
Yeah. So I think like those are the two main things, just as summary, that one is the model packaging, having secure models, and how you can deploy them efficiently on a platform. And the other aspect, as you very rightly mentioned, is this AI gateway, where you are looking at all the way from when you're building these production-grade apps, token limits, that ensuring that they don't go skyrocket, the costs don't go too high. And the other aspect, the very rightly mentioned, is like having secure access to these models. But yeah, thank you so much, and it was wonderful speaking with you. I feel cornered. I'm just super excited for the next like 6 months, because they will use a defining period for AI in car function. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.